Hey guys, Jay here. Just going to do a bit of a video of this new project that we have here. HC Viva drag car, running a 350 Chevy with a power glide and 10-volt diff. I'm just going to do a bit of a walk around so you guys can see what we've actually got to start with. We're actually going to look at doing a rebuild series of videos. Excuse the traffic, it's pretty busy around here. But yeah, basically I'm going to do a bit of a video series on rebuilding this back to its former glory. And yeah, this is basically part one. So I'll put the camera around and so you can have a bit of a look at what we got, what we're dealing with, and yeah, we'll go through and see what we're doing. Alright, so this is it here. It's not too bad. It's going to need a little bit of work done to it to get it up to scratch. The body on it is yeah, it's had a bit of work done, but yeah, it needs a lot going over. You can see there's a window missing because the window regulator is actually missing out of the car, so we need to source one of those. We'll go down under here. The sills are going to need some work on both sides. So I'm not sure as to how far we'll go with the painting at this stage, but we're going to definitely go over it and have a bit of a tidy up to get it back to its former glory, basically. Rust in there, bottom of the door, sill, well, usual spot right here where they all go. Somebody's attached these plastic rubber trim on here and around the guards. I'm not sure if those are going to stay at this stage. We'll basically pop around to the boot here. We'll open the boot and see what we're working with in here. So, in here, fuel cell, electric fuel pump. Looks like another old electric fuel pump at some stage. A bit of random brake light wiring. Battery. So I've actually put that battery in because the other battery that came with the car was no good. Gonna look at doing a full rewire of the vehicle. There is some things that are gonna have to be tidied up. It's part of the window regulator there. Around the boot, it's actually very tidy for over 50-year-old car. It's had some bits done to it under here as well. There's a 10-volt diff that's been modified, narrowed, and looks like it's been converted to 4-stud Viva stud pattern. Yeah. Unsure of a ratio at this stage. I'm pretty sure somebody said it was a 3:5 ratio. We won't know until we start pulling things apart. Bit more body work to be done here. There's custom rear pan on it. The boot lid itself is pretty sound. Really, it's just a few dents, random dents in it, which will need to be done. There's my cat. She's an old girl, always hungry, that one. So inside we have this cage, which has been done very well made in my book. I know the guy that did it, and I'm pretty happy with the way the cage is built. The seats didn't come with the car. The seats were actually basically from a good friend of mine, Terry. Helped me out with those. I've had them for a while now, waiting for the right car to put them in. As you can see, definitely going to need a full rewire because this can't stay like this. I'm not happy with that. The shifter, yeah. Steering, I think I'm going to have a look at that as well. A little bit of work to be done down in there. Oil leak is from the oil pressure gauge. It's going to need new belts put in here because those belts are not going to be good enough for what we want to do. This rear suspension all been modified, and these bars have been added in, and the top arms are connected to those. Things like the rear brakes aren't even hooked up. I think it might have had some sort of line lock in here. This dash is going to be slightly changed, and the gauges from here, I want to put them up into here so I can see them better. I don't have to look down at them. Switch panel, thinking about putting that up on the top here, just to clean up the interior. Gonna have to just do a little bit of work there. Interesting back windows. Anyway, I'll gonna open the bonnet for you guys, so just bear with us. And this is where all the magic happens. This is 350 Chev, 010 block, Powerglide trans. It's going to need a lot of work in here to get this into the condition I want it back into. Things like temperature sensor, not even hooked up. It's got a bolt shoved in there, leaking water. Missing the fan belt. The pulleys don't even align. I'd say it's because of the spacer in here. It's pushed the water pump out too far. The alternator's not even bolted in properly. Things like alternator wire, well, that's not good enough in my book. And yeah, it's all melting and yuck in there. Brakes, not happy with that. Willwood master cylinder, but yeah, it's more like a clutch cylinder in my book. But we'll see. Transmission lines, they're down there, they sit on the exhaust. One of them's not even connected properly. It looks like it's going to pop off at any second. The lines actually come in there, they come around the suspension down here, which is not suitable, as you can see, sitting on the disc even. So those will need to be changed out at some stage. Probably one of the first jobs we actually do. Not sure where this oil leak is from, possibly from the transmission. The engine's going to need a full set of gaskets by the looks of it. It's got a bit of a weep coming out of there. Has got a nice big cooling fan set up there, and the transmission cooler has its own little fan on there, which I'm quite happy about. Things like radiator hoses need to be sorted and stop some of these water leaks. There's not a happy place. There will be, like I say, a lot of rewiring to do. This sort of setup here, you know, wires going to nothing, and just generally all over the place. Yeah, so I will be sorting out things like intake manifold, probably put something a bit better on there, put a bit of carb on there at some stage. Probably redo some of the exhaust, that's a bit dodgy. But for now, I'm just going to see if it'll actually start for you. So let's see if this will work. Bear with us. Put some gas maybe. So yeah. So that's what it sounds like when it's running. Yeah, gonna need a big tune up. So I've got all this stuff here to help with the wiring. I'm gonna fully rewire it and go from there. But I think first off I'm gonna have to clean it out, vacuum it, clean all the oil, undo stuff that doesn't need to be there. I'll pull these seats back out. Take this thing, this cover off there, that will need to be on there, and yeah, basically remove anything that doesn't need to be there for now, and give it a bit of a clean out. All nice and cleaned out. Noticed after I cleaned it out, there's a whole lot of old brackets and things that are obviously old seat brackets. I'm presuming that there and that one there are old gearbox mounts. I haven't had a look underneath. There is like wires going to nothing taped up. Like I say, there's an oil leak over there I'm going to have to sort. But I think next step is to find out if those are the actual gearbox mounts there, which I believe there will be something to do with that. If I stick my head under here, oh yep, right, so I'm going to have to look at seeing, I think there'll be no crush tubes, looking at things like these nuts, that's not acceptable to run, so I'm going to redo these bolts. Looking under here, that drive shaft safety loop, that's going to be changed. I'm not happy with that. A few holes in the floor that I'm going to have to weld up as well. There's drive shaft safety loop bolts there. These belts will come out. Yeah, so a little bit of work to do in here. Some things I won't film, like grinding this sort of thing off. You all don't need to see that. But yeah, I'll show them more important things. Cool, so we'll get on with it. And that's all cleaned up, much better. Removed a little bit of underseal and body deadener that was there that didn't need to be there. So next step is to get onto the wiring. Also gave the boot a bit of a vacuum out as well. It's a bit dirty in here, that'll get a bit of a scrub up and clean. But yeah, we'll probably look at moving that tank underneath, drop the tank down, get it out of the battery compartment area, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, time to wrap it up now. It's getting a bit cold here. I've got other obligations to do. I think I might just go inside, put all this away, go inside and do family life. Tomorrow's another day. Hopefully you've enjoyed the content so far. I know it's not riveting, but hey, it's a start and early days, and hopefully I'll get better at doing this and you guys will follow me a bit better. Yeah, cheers. Like and subscribe if you like my content. Appreciate it, and yeah, follow along as we build this car back into its former glory, or maybe even better. We'll see. Cheers.